It's Monday, March 17th. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat, brought to you by Profile PR and Strategies. And so begins the end of an era in Canadian retail. Liquidation sales now happening at Hudson's Bay stores across the country, the nation's oldest retailer claiming that because it's unable to secure necessary funding to stay afloat while under creditor protection, it now has no choice but to start the process of closing all of its stores. Ahead of Tuesday's cost of living data, we have a general consensus that StatsCan will be reporting a higher inflation rate due largely to the end of Ottawa's GST break. Economists anticipating that annual inflation will be up around 2.2% from January's 1.9%. It only takes 2 minutes to get smarter. Canada's Business Beat on Twitter, Blue Sky, and wherever you get your favorite podcast is sponsored by Profile PR and Strategies, empowering business to tell their stories with expert media training, profile building, crisis management, and more at profilepr.ca. Another hint of a slowing economy that despite an overwhelming need for more housing, Canada Mortgage and Housing is reporting a home building downturn. Annual pace of housing starts off 4% in February to just over 229,000. Donald Trump's trade fights around the world certainly not helping American consumer confidence. The University of Michigan's trend-setting Consumer Sentiment Index down 10.5% this month, and it's currently a whopping 27% lower than a year ago. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the OECD, blaming Trump's tariffs for a bleak economic outlook, anticipating that next year's growth in the States will tumble to 1.6%, to 0.7% in Canada, and to 0.6% in Mexico. Checking the Business Beat radar for the week ahead. Besides inflation, StatsCan will have the latest job vacancies data on Tuesday, fourth quarter population estimates on Wednesday, January's employment insurance count is due out on Thursday, and January retail sales and February's new housing price index will wrap up the week on Friday. And that will do it for your Monday, the 17th. Thank you for listening. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat.